Hi guys, UncleAD is here. Welcome back to another video of World of Warcraft. Before we start guys, if you like this video, don't forget to press the like and subscribe button and of course to turn on the bell for future notification for the next videos. Okay guys, in this video I will cover the guide for Windwalker Monk for patch 7.3.5. This guide mostly covers the PvP side of the Windwalker Monk, including talent, skills, gear and rotation, and how to deal with a player in 1v1 battles that can happen mostly in battlegrounds and in the next expansion, Battle of Azeroth in the war zones.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, before we start, let's talk about the strength and the weaknesses of the monk. I will start with the weaknesses. We have sadly weak sustained damage, we have no defensive abilities when we get stunned, and of course pretty difficult for new players. The strength for the Windwalker monks is the great mobility, the strong team utility, and strong self-healing. Let's continue with the talents. Okay, so as you know, we have the talents and the honor talents for the PvP. The talent that I recommend even for PvE and for PvP are the same. On level 15 I will get the Chi Wave. The Chi Wave is a great talent that gives us both DPS and healing. It's deal 54,000 nature damage or healing, depends on your spec, and endbound 7 times on the target. Of course we will always use the Chi, is the best choice over all the three others. This talent just helps us with damage and healing, as we said before. On level 30 I went with the Tiger Lust that increase friendly targets movement speed by 7% for 6 seconds and remove also roots and snare. Of course, like the Chi Wave before, this is the best choice. I think it's important to have it because the break and roots and snare that give us also the movement speed, and it's helped the monks and the teammates when they're being kited. Also on level 45 we took the energizing elixir. Also I think it's the best choice because it just gives us a chug of energizing elixir, refilling all the energy and cheese. This talent of course gives us an on-demand chi and great for on-demand burst. Also on level 60 we took the leg sweep. Nothing to say more than just to get another stun and a knockdown for 5 seconds. In PvP it's like one of the most important things. If you want to play against 1 versus 1 or more, always you need to stun as much as you can and get, of course if you stun and also can keep attacking without breaking the stun, nothing keeps this better than this skill. Also it's a pretty strong stun that I don't think the monk have more than that. I will cover in the honor soon another stun we get, but we have only the paralysis that also cancelled when we start damage, and we have the disable that just reduce the movement speed but still not doing a massive stun like the leg sweep. On level 75 we take the elixir, the healing elixir. Also it healing you for 50% of the maximum health and automatically trigger when you less than 35% HP. Of course we will take it because it's the greatest talent. I think it change and stun. This is an overall great talent, and a charge used when stun or in crowd control helps with survivability. On level 90 we took the hit combo. As you can see, each successive attack that trigger combo strikes in a row grants 2% increased damage, stacking up to 6 times. It means that you can get the maximum of 12% damage if you don't use the same ability more than once in a row. Of course this is I think the best choice even for PvE, not only for PvP. It's just great burst. And also for level 100 we took the Serenity. I know it replaces the Storm, Earth and Fire skill, but It's enter an elevate state of mental and physical serenity for 8 seconds. It gives you 45% damage more than you have, and of course you get 100% more quickly. For example, if the enemy team has a mage on it, Serenity is the best choice in this tier. It gives you a very strong burst cooldown that can be used often. Against another team, I think you can go with a Reeling Dragon Punch. That it can be the best choice for this tier. It gives you a strong single target and spread pressure with a very short cooldown. So you have a decision here to take. I took the Serenity and I always recommend it. On the honor talents, we have, of course, the Gladiator Medallion that gives us breaking a stun or fear everything that can do some crowd control on you. So no thinking about that. Of course, we will take it. It's like the trinket that we had before, like a couple years ago. We also took the reinforced armor that gives us 10% more health. So I think it's also the best tier in this place. Also, if you use the healing elixir, it increased the heal. So its effect, it's like a combination that works together. We took the Eminence passive skill that reduces the cooldown of the Transcendence. Transcendence, as you know, it's like a portal that you use and split your body for 15 minutes, and then you can like teleport back to it. So it's a great skill. We need it on the PvP. Also, we use the Fortifying Brew that increasing the maximum health and reducing the target damage taking by 50%. Also, this skill is the best choice in this tier. It's important for the cooldowns because it like 20 damage decrease and increase my health using the ability to increase the healing. Nothing to say more than that, because when you're using the healing elixir, again here you get more healing because you have more HP. Also, for the talents on the 5th row, we have like, I think that all the 3 are pretty good. I would go with the disabling reach or the tiger style. I will tell you why. The disabling reach is just increasing the disable skill, means that, you know, if you got more area to cover with this skill, you can stun and make the movement speed of most of the targets slower, so it's great. And this tiger style, of course, it can be one of the best choice. If you use the flying serpent kick, it drastically helps you being kited or need to get behind the pillar. It allows you to control the winds during the flight, so it's pretty good skill. You need to decide with both of them. What do you think is better? I think that I will go with the disabling reach. On the last row, we will go with the heavy-handed strike, of course. It gives us like 4 seconds of stunning. And like we spoke before, on the leg sweep, this is the second skill that gives us a stun without option for the enemies to break it, even when we continue to damage them. So this is one of the best skills. It's, I think, one of the main damaging ability the monk have. So you always need to use this, and it's doing a lot of damage. So these are the talents that I recommend to use on a windwalker PvP. Okay, so regarding the items that we need to wear and the item level. So in the PvP since Legion, we don't really need to care about all the stats we have on our weapons and on our armor, accessories and stuff like that, because Blizzard changed it until up to item level 900. For every 10 item levels you have, it gives you and provide you to increase 1% of all your stats. So it means that up to 900 item level, you just get the amount of stats. It doesn't really matter if you use a versatility or mastery or critical haste, doesn't really matter like in the PvE. So it's just like a nice change for a while. I don't know how it's gonna be in Battle of Azeroth, but I think that this was one of the most smartest decisions Blizzard made when they did it. So this is for the item level and armor. Alright guys, for the rotation, I will show you the rotation I mostly use when I'm one on one or 1 versus 2, for example, because more on that I prefer to run or to just try to get more people to help me. But in order to fill the cheese, I will use the tiger palm to start, and then the blackout kick. After the blackout kick, you can use another tiger palm that of course keep you with the hit combo of 3 and not reset it. Okay, of course we will use the blackout kick because it doesn't use any more of an energy, and we will start with the rising sun kick. Again, we will keep filling the cheese and we'll use the Fist of Fury. After we complete the Fist of Fury, we will go again with 1 or 2, doesn't really matter, and then with Strike Windlord. Of course, we will keep using energizing elixir and chi wave as long as we have a low energy bar or a low chi point. So the idea, guys, is just to try to stun as much as you can. So if you can start with a Fist of Fury, it's stunned for 4 seconds, and then you can continue with leg sweep. That will also continue the stun effect. Of course, when you have Serenity, start with it, and with Touch of Death, that also after 8 seconds will give you a damage equal to 50% of my maximum health. So it's again one of the most important things. Also, you can see that you have paralyzes. So I mostly use it when I need to stun someone from a distance, or if, for example, 2 people attacks me, I'll try to paralyze one of them and attack the other. Also, the disable, use it as much as you can, because as you can see, it just reduces the target's movement for 50% for 50 seconds. I think it's a skill that you need to keep use as much as you can. On the defensive side, okay, use the elixir skill, healing skill, only after you're using the fortifying brew. You know that the fortifying brew is skills that give you 15% more health and reduce the damage by 15% also. So keep using the fortifying brew before you're using any healing elixir in order to get more heals. Also, you need to use the touch of karma, that all the damage you take is redirecting to the enemy. So also, it looks like as more health that you have, the skills is doing a better job. So always use Touch of Karma when you can, and the Fortifying Brew, and only then you will use the healing skill. Of course, you have the Detox that remove all the poison and disease, so don't forget to use it. This is mostly the rotation I use for the PvP in order to start attacking or defending, depends on the idea or the type battle that I have. And I think that this is mostly the baseline for the guides for the windwalker. You know that the windwalker doesn't have a great survivability, so you need to try to do the maximum damage you can do. And if you are alone, try to survive as much as you can until someone will come to help you, or until you can get out of the fight. And this is, I think, the idea of the Windwalker Monk. Alright guys, so this was the guide for the Windwalker Monk. I will see you soon in the next videos. Don't forget to leave a comment if you want to see something specific on monks on the next videos. I will see each one of them and we'll try to do a video as you want to see. We will meet soon. Goodbye.